Welcome to part 4. We're back with some more Cloudbuilt, of course, and now we're going to continue on the second branch, I guess, of the bottom path. You know, this one? The one that has the music that goes like... Yeah, that one. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, I think the game should have maybe had a better sense of, like, categorization as to exactly what everything is, because, like, obviously, it's pretty clear just by looking at it on the map. But, like, you know, it'd be nice to get, like, actual names for these categories of levels, different... What am I trying to do here? I can't grab onto that. Come on, let's figure out where to go. Now levels are going to start getting even harder, of course, but not too difficult to manage, because that's what makes this game fun. The fact that it never becomes... too much. Okay. I might stand corrected at this point. No. It won't ever get that difficult. I hope not, because, again, there are some levels that I haven't played. As I said, I've beaten this game in the sense that I've gotten to, like, the end part, the credits, but that doesn't mean I've played everything, you know? There's more to this game, and I still have no idea how to avoid these guys, because your jump really isn't that high. Maybe you have to wait until you get to a clear... There you go, yeah, do something like that, and then just keep moving through. Can you... No, you can't damage those guys, you're just gonna have to fucking run for it. Oh god, what is going on? I'm somehow still alive. Oh shit, okay, let's put a checkpoint down. Come on. Don't you... that's strategic. Very clever. To stop you from abusing the checkpoints, they make you actually spend some time placing it down. Very smart developers. Alright, so let's... It's really annoying when, like, a game is well designed in that way, because you know that it's working against you, but, like, there's a good reason for it. You know, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you get yelled at, but, like, you know it's for your own good. Same thing here. It's like, no, we're doing this to make the game better, even though it actively makes it more frustrating. But at the same time, it's like it's the kind of frustration that makes sense to have, because otherwise it just becomes cheese. You know, oh, there was health right there. I didn't even notice that. Shit. Okay. The movement, I never said the movement was perfect, but that it was very, very good, though. Nearly flawless. Okay, I'm just gonna have to fucking go for it. I have no idea what else to do about this section other than just run like hell. Fuck. Okay, maybe I can just... I know there's a checkpoint right there. It's a total waste, but I really don't want to have to redo that much of the level. See, there, I told you. That's why I did just that, so I can just... Plus, there's an extra checkpoint right there. We can just go ahead and grab that. There you go, and of course you lose it, I'm assuming, if we die prematurely, so... Oh, fuck, now I have to wait a little bit. You're not going to hear me tapping on my desk because it's too far away from the microphone. There you go. And now, I really am glad that my mic picks up, like, is so not sensitive to, like, a range of sound, if that makes sense, because it means that, you know, a lot of things kind of don't get picked up that they usually would be by some other people's mics, but at the same time, though... it also means I have to be very close to it when recording, which, I mean, I've kind of found, like, a generally comfortable position so it doesn't damage my back, because seriously, like, when I was doing the fucking Sonic Mania playthrough, I was in so much physical pain, you have no idea. But now I feel a lot better. Okay, let's just keep moving, sliding along through, surfing, really nice. I love the skyboxes in this game. They are genuinely very pleasant to look at, as they should be for skyboxes. That generally makes sense. You know what I should try to do, just to see what it would look like? I'm gonna get fucking attacked, I know. I kind of want to play through the next level with the hatching effect turned all the way up. Let's try that, just to see what YouTube's compression will do to it.
No matter how much progress I make here, I find no answers. All I find is myself, back in this room, asking more questions. They left a message about neural repairs and a thank you here, but nothing else. Why? Any news they could give me would be better than the final memories I have from before losing consciousness. When I found myself alive here, I hoped I would not be the only one. But this silence means I have to assume the worst. I haven't had dreams like this for years. I've thought back on them as a way to escape a harsh reality, a reality I've learned to face many times since. If my injuries and situation really are worse than anything I've faced up to now, and this world is meant to help me forget, I almost wish it worked better.
So as I promised, this is what the game looks like with the hatching setting turned on, or hashing, however you want to say it. And yeah, it's definitely an effect, that's for sure. I don't think it looks bad necessarily, but I fear what YouTube will do to it when I upload this video. So I think we're just gonna, you know, that's what it looks like. Okay, you got the idea, let's go ahead and turn that off now. There you go. So, this level is called Acceptance. I fucking love that band. But it's also a level in the game, and ooh, nice, we got these little bits we can stand on. Cool, so it's actually quite forgiving in a way, because you know, you don't always have to be just wall running and draining all your energy, of course. It's still a highly rated level in terms of its difficulty. It's a rated 9 out of 10, which means it's going to be, oh boy, it's going to be quite challenging, but not as hard as the skull levels. Because let me tell you, up until this point, I had been trying to complete, for fuck's sake, a skull level. You know what that means? That means it's basically impossible. I don't know how anyone's supposed to beat it. I know. With enough skill and perseverance, you can do it. I know. But I don't want to put in the effort, to be perfectly honest. This is a game I'm playing for fun, and this is really fun for me. Just requiring just the right amount of effort to make it rewarding, but not so much effort that it becomes like an achievement to actually do it, because I don't want to have to do that. Honestly, like, I was trying so hard, and I was just like, fuck it. It's so stingy with the checkpoints that I'm just not even going to bother with it anymore. I'm just going to cut that entirely. I deleted the footage and everything. I record every level separately, so I just deleted the entire file, because I'm just like, nope, this is not worth the effort. In the slightest. Like, honestly, it would not be entertaining for you guys to watch. It wasn't fun for me to record. No one would have had a good time involved. So I decided, screw it, we're just going to play this level instead, because hopefully this one, as it is part of the more linear progression, it'll actually be more playable. Of course, they're all playable. What I mean is, I'm just trash at video games, so I thought, fuck it, let's play the one that won't give me as much trouble. You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus Christ, look at this shit. It's fucking level design, man. Health, go and get that health on the Sonic Frontiers Islands. There you go. And, nice, a real checkpoint. Where do we go? Here, of course. There you go. See, this kind of platforming is totally fine, actually. It's just challenging enough, but, like, not so challenging that it becomes a chore. You know, it has a really great sense of rhythm. The last level was it was really drab to look at, too. This one's much more colorful. I get that, you get to the really ugly-looking levels, so it's like, it's gotta be more difficult. But yeah, man, look at this. I'm fucking blazing through this shit. No problem. Oh, fuck. Maybe not so much, but still, come on. Okay, the controls can be a little bit iffy sometimes in terms of, like, the way you expect your character to move around. But you get used to it. And there you go. That really wasn't so hard for a 9 out of 10. You know, there was actually a cutscene right there. You're not going to see it right now because I'm going to edit it at the end of this video, because it'd be pretty fucking weird to have the, like, very end of the game feeling cutscene in the middle of the video. Although this is definitely not going to be the end of the series. I just genuinely didn't know that you had multiple credits, like multiple endings, I guess. I really didn't I didn't take this game for a multiple endings type, but I guess it really just depends on the path that you take. Very interesting approach. You know, usually multiple endings are triggered in different ways, but in this case, that's how this game decided to go about doing it, and, you know, I'm going to respect that, of course. I will show that ending. I've already recorded it, but, you know, you're not going to see it right now. It would feel weird, but either way, yeah, we're just moving through this gorgeous looking level. Holy shit. Like, again, it's amazing what they can do with just some colors, you know? The lighting and such. Ah, fuck, who's shooting at me? You. I'm so low on health right now, you have no idea how stressful this kind of game is to play when you have no idea how to play video games because you've never played one in your life except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, no. Let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to wait until that one. There you go. And very conventional platforming section. Going to take some damage there, but that's okay, because that's what the health bar is for, so you can take damage without dying okay, fuck it, we're going to do that again. Oh man, it's really fun just resetting constantly, but it actually is though, because you learn to improve within reason, of course. I've had this really complex relationship with That is so pretentious. I've had a complex relationship with this. Okay, I'm sorry, but like what I mean is, I've never really been able to understand how much game difficulty is my problem and how much is the, like, to what extent should I tolerate something that is obviously beyond my level of dexterity and skill. Sometimes I'll play something and it's like, okay, so you might know that I did a focus on Beyond Zonotic, or Zonotic, whatever, and I kept playing it afterwards, as I said I would, and I've got to this point where there's just this fucking, this map where you get these random weapon switches, and it's just the most bullshit-ass fucking impossible stage, like impossible single-player thing to do, although granted, it's not really a single-player game, but still, and I was just asking myself, how much is this the game expecting something unrealistic of you, because they're bots, they have perfect aim, and how much is this me sucking, you know? Because, okay, in this case, maybe I would just be me sucking because it's just an existing challenge that's just, you know, clearly meant to be done by a human player. I imagine real people playtested this, you know? And so, basically, after trying to do that fucking really hard stage that I think I've already talked about, I just wonder, like, is it just because I give up easily? Or is it just a matter of the show must go on? Because it's like, I don't want to have to sit there for fucking an hour to get like 2 minutes of footage from that stage to show you, because I don't know, it's not worth seeing. Go get the game yourself. Support the developers because it's fucking good. There you go. And oh, don't place the checkpoint right there though, because you'll probably get shot as soon as you do. There you go. But yeah, it's just like, fuck it. I sometimes just feel like I don't have the time to deal with this shit. It's like I want to make something entertaining, I want to make something fun, and I don't really care if that requires me to skip certain, like for example, like how I totally, I played Super Mario Sunshine, how a lot of people would describe incorrectly, as in I wasn't going for all the collectibles, I wasn't going for all the blue coins and all that shit, because like, I don't care. It doesn't really offer that much new in terms of content. All it would result in, it would just result in the Let's Play taking longer to do. And you guys probably wouldn't see much of it either way, because it'd just be a bunch of jump cuts from one coin to the other, and it's just boring. And same thing here, it's like that level would be so heavily pieced together and edited that at that point it might as well be a fucking meme. Like it might as well be like one of those hyper-edit joke type videos, YouTube poops, whatever you want to call it, I don't fucking know. Remember YouTube poops? They're still, oh for fuck's sake, they're still kind of around in a way, and to think that if I hadn't placed that checkpoint down on my own, I would be even farther back. Alright, let's try and do this properly. Oh, there you go, run through, take some damage, but that's okay, that's what the health bar is for. Come on, if the developers didn't want you getting hit, they would have made it insta-kill. You know, that's why health bars is it. Come on, stop getting hit there. Fuck's sake, why do I keep getting hit there? I mean, is it because I'm standing in the place where I get hit? Probably, and it happens every single time, but it's just the problem is you fall into like this rhythm of taking damage and like having a hard time recovering, so what ends up happening is you, there you go, use the damage to your advantage because you can just recover right there and shoot these guys in the non-existent faces because I have nothing else to say. It's just a thing, click a bunch of times, wait for your gun to reload because it has a limit, and make sure not to get taken out by that guy too. Come on, just keep moving through, and wow, it's really pretty. Of course it is. And yeah, so far this episode's shaping up to be kind of short, but I also don't really feel like I have it in me to do one more level if they're going to keep being this difficult. And that's like within the reason of me being able to complete it with a bit of effort, you know? The reason why the previous episodes were longer was because I was beating them with my fucking eyes closed because they're just not that hard. But now we've gotten to that point where, okay, shit, I actually have to play the game. Oh no, this game is very fun to play though, so maybe I should just keep doing that. Damn, and we're pretty much done. Okay, screw it, let's do one more level after this.
Returning from the clouds outside, I realize that the nostalgia I feel is not only for dreams. This is the world as I hoped it would be. It has always colored how I've lived, even when I forgot it. Every possibility is worth exploring, every effort worth extending, because in the end, one path will lead to my goal. And here, I know this. Out there, I hope this. Reality may not always live up to the ideal. And sometimes there is no solution. I've just lived to see that happen, but I don't regret for a second that I tried to find a way, even if it wasn't there. This place is where I got my strength from in the past, and it makes the future all the more clear.
And this is our final level for today. I can't speak. Final level for today. This is emptiness. Interesting, because it's actually, yeah, there's not that much going on. We're gonna see how this goes. Oh boy, solar panel platforming. Oh fuck, alright. I see, it's gonna be some fucking Counter-Strike Source Go type. Does anyone actually call it Counter-Strike at this point? Most people just call it CS. Or, funnily enough, in my home country, we call it Counter-Strike. I'm not even fucking kidding, that's what we call it, Counter-Strike. It has nothing to do with the word cunt. I mean, like, literally, I don't know why. Like, do we not see the O? Just like how we call GTA GTI, which is, you know, a car, like golf. What the fuck's up with that? Why are we so inept at foreign languages that at this point, like, is English... Come on. It's such a common language, it's almost hard to even call it foreign to anyone, you know, no matter where they're from, to be honest. Like, technically it's foreign to me, but it sure as hell doesn't feel like it. It's just so weird, like, Counter-Strike. God, it's such a fucking... That sounds like a particular modded version of the game, actually. That probably, yes, that definitely exists. The game was popular enough for such a mod, the kind of mod that I'm thinking of, to definitely be a real thing. And that makes me sad, but I'm also not surprised, because, I mean, come on. Have you seen Fallout Freeze mods? Jesus fuck. Alright, come on, let's just make it through. Just have just enough energy to get to this checkpoint. All the way to checkpoint's beam. There's something so oddly pleasant about seeing, like, yellow and orange lights on a blue background like this. It's a great color combination. It kind of reminds me of playing Bus Driver when I was a kid. This is a game by the same guys who made Euro Truck Simulator. And it... Alright, that's some... That is a very different kind of platforming challenge, but yeah, I played that so much as a kid, and it's funny how I used to find that entertaining, because nowadays it's like, that's a little bit boring for me, but at the same time, it is genuinely a really, really fun little game. I don't know, it's just like a Zen game, you know, and it's interesting how, like, I always thought it was way older than it really is. It came out in 2007, but like the visuals look more early 2000s than anything, so I always assumed that it was way older than 2007. When I found out, I was like, what the fuck? How did it come out so... I mean, in my head, recently. I know it's not that recent, but still, it's like it feels older. But yeah, and also you notice a lot of stock sound effects in that game. Anyway, enough reminiscing. But yeah, anyway, there was a mission in that game where you drove this bus, and the color palette was exactly like this, you know? Okay, maybe it wasn't so blue, but still, it was when you're picking people up from the airport. Fun times, I don't know. Maybe I should play it again. Well, let's just keep moving through. It's so weird to think, though, that, like, your childhood game, this obscure little thing, really, was made by the guys who go on to make one of the biggest niche products in the world. It's like, it's a niche game, Euro Truck Simulator, but at the same time, it's ridiculously popular. Like, who hasn't heard of Euro Truck? Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Why are they going off in a different pattern now? I mean, I'm not complaining, it made it way easier, but I feel like I shouldn't have done that, but I did anyway. So, yeah, but it must be insane for them. It's like, to think, like, our little truck game, well, it's not a little game, but it's just such an oddly specific product, you know, just took off so much in such a big way. It's kind of like with Farm Simulator, where it's, I mean, to be fair, most people are probably aware of Farm Simulator because, funny videos where, like, people don't understand the point of the game on purpose, but at the same time, there is genuinely a market for this kind of stuff. You know, people who are actually into, like, the act of farming like this, because, oh, you can just do it in real life. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, it's like an industry, man. You actually want to go out and farm in the real world? You know how expensive that shit would be before you even make anything back? It's like, how about no? Not that I would know, but still, is there a little bit of auto lock on? Why does it feel like there's a little bit of auto targeting going on? Oh, God. Alright, can you tell that I'm starting to become a little wary of the amount of time that I do this? Come on. Just take these guys out. They have a very limited range of motion, so it's not too difficult. And yeah, there's the ending right there. You can see it. Whoa, this is some, like, fucking Shadow Generations Doom Zone. So, yeah, it's actually called the Doom Zone. That's literally the canon name. What do I do about this? I can't climb that little... Maybe... What do I do about this? Because I can't climb this, what do you call it? Let's place a checkpoint just in case. I have to somehow make it... Okay, I see what I have to do. I have to go here, use some Mario 64 type shit. Oh, I don't know why I call it that. It's just general platforming. And now, surfing. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Ow. Surf on the CPUs, on the solar panels. Go. There you go. And finally, yep, there you go. That's the end. And I think we're gonna, again, close the episode off with some lines from our character. If not, then it'll be me. So if we don't get anything from her, then see you guys next time. Cloudbuilt, Part 5.
Providing me with missions and obstacles here must be meant to serve as a distraction from the inferno of emptiness that waits outside. The death of my squad, a life where I've lost the only thing that I've lived for these past years, the ability to protect my people. Even the foreign, artificial body that's been forced on me, the only reason I'm going back at all. The goals I'm achieving here feel increasingly absurd. They seem like a mockery of everything that went wrong, like I'm not allowed to accept my own failure. Perhaps it would have been better if I had simply been left on the battlefield, so my regrets could have died with me. I'm growing restless. I suspect the integration process must be nearly finished by now, and I want to get out of here as soon as possible. This world, though well-intended, feels hollow. I want to move on. I don't know if I'll be able to explain to the other survivors from the squad, if there are any, why I feel relieved to return to civilian life permanently. Not that I need an excuse, but I suspect some of the others might find it difficult to accept. However, watching my old dreams about what war would be like through the lens of recent experiences, I genuinely feel that I would rather aid my country in some other way. There must be many others who go through the same things as I have during neural integration. Perhaps once I have the time to collect my thoughts, I'll be able to help others coming to terms with the senseless situations people go through in life. I'm beginning to think something can be learned, even from tragedies beyond our own control.